Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at this correction that it's currently in. Business as usual for the most part. If you guys like the content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. We also do have a Telegram channel if you would like to join a growing community of cryptocurrency enthusiasts that like to look more at, say, more data science approaches rather than traditional TA. Check it out. You can find that in the description below. And then also check out the premium list at intothecryptoverse.com for exclusive content. Let's go ahead and jump in. So one of the things we talked about, right, is the potential emergence or re-emergence of the same pattern. We talked about this a few days ago. The pattern generally looks like, a move from the bottom to the top. So we first have this first move, right, that gets us into the accumulation range. This candle here, this one was approximately 13%. This one was approximately 11% or so. Okay, after those double-digit moves up, we saw a day where we were in the red, so similar on both accounts. Then we see a move to the top of the accumulation range, right? Then straight back to the bottom, straight back to the bottom. The move up here from the bottom of the accumulation range is 16% or so, while this one is only approximately 10%. So we're a little bit more compressed here, both vertically and horizontally. The time component seems to be compressed too. After the move down, we then go back up to the top. You can see that here. So back up to the top. So we go up to the top, back down, back up to the top, and then sideways. So up to the top, back down, up to the top, and then sideways. After going sideways, we then come back down. We came back down. This one went all the way back down. This one almost came back down. And then the key thing, right, is we went back up, but this time we had candles that broke through the local tops, right? So this was a local top. This was a local top. This candle, we had double candles here that broke through the local top that were higher than the last two. Same thing over here. Back up, had two candles higher than the last two local tops, and then back down. This is where we were the last time. And we said, after we came back down, we said, okay, we expect a potential move back up to the top of the range, which is seemingly what happened, back up to the top. Then what comes after, right? Business as usual, a move down. We saw this pattern playing out a few days ago. Same thing, right? Nothing has really changed. Now, if we continue to play out like the last one did, then we're going to move sideways for a while, right? Maybe we'll go up and then down and then up, and then maybe we'll break out again. One of the things you should look at, though, right, is this, again, is compressed. So if you take a measured move, let's take it from, say, the beginning to the second candle over here. In this first one, it was 34 days. In the second one, it was only 22 days. So it's about compressed. It's somewhat compressed, right? This one is about 2/3 of this one. So if we are going to repeat, right, we would expect to move sideways for a while. Now, assuming that we're going to repeat on the same compression window there, that's about 40 days before the breakout started to occur. Similar idea. So if we go out, I don't want to say 40 days, right, because I don't think we're going to go out 40 days. If the same pattern were to continue, it would probably be around 20 something days, something like that. Which would take us out till the middle to late September of moving sideways, right? This is when potentially, if this happens, the market can get boring, right? People stop thinking about crypto, but things have changed, right? Everything has changed. Instead of being in this region, we've moved up to a new region. We're establishing ourselves at that region. Yeah, it's going to go up. Yeah, it's going to go down. 3 to 4% moves, business as usual. Nothing has really changed. Of course, we know this. Now, this is, say, a bullish scenario, right? A bullish scenario, in my opinion, would be to just move sideways for a bit and then break out, continue on up our merry way, right? The other possibility that we always have to talk about, right, is the 20-week moving average. And we know that the 20-week moving average is something we have to test at some point during the cycle. I mean, we saw in the last cycle, we came down to the 20-week several times that corresponded to a 20, 30, sometimes a 40% drop to the 20-week, but we always held it as support. Currently, the 20-week is at 96.73, which happens to be around where the CME gap is, for those who think that need to be filled. I'm not one of those people, but if you do, note that the 20-week moving average is currently around the point of that CME gap on the daily time frame. So keep that in mind. If we continue range bound here, then it could just be some boring times for the next few weeks. But if Bitcoin says, you know what, it's time to find out if this is the real deal, is this the bull market, right? Are we going up now, or are we coming back down? We're not gonna hold the 20-week moving average as support, and instead we're gonna kick the can down the road. So we'll see what happens. During this region over here, a lot of people thought it was a distribution phase. If you follow this channel, we said no. The longer we go sideways, the more likely we're gonna break upwards. I think the same thing holds. The longer we just move sideways, I think we're just gonna there's a higher probability, in my opinion, that we're gonna move upwards rather than move downwards. If we're gonna move downwards, I think it's certainly a possibility, right? But as long as we continue moving sideways, I would consider this a good thing rather than a bad thing. So in the last video we did on Bitcoin, we talked about the different phases of the bull market, right? The slower methodical move up that you can see here, and then the more parabolic move. So a slower methodical move up, then a parabolic move. A slower methodical move up, and then a parabolic move. So before I get into that last train of thought, I want to remind you that there is the premium list into thecryptoverse.com if you're looking for a private community of cryptocurrency enthusiasts that rely more on, say, data science rather than technical or traditional technical analysis, then please check it out. The prices are going to be going up soon. We do have a date on that now. So on September 28th, the prices will be going up. If you want to get grandfathered in at the lower price, I would encourage you to sign up before that. You can always try it out for 1 month. If it's not your thing, you can cancel. Or if you want to go ahead and subscribe for longer, 6 or 12 months, you can do so with cryptocurrency and get a nice discount. So if you pay for 12 months, you get a 15% discount. The things that you get for the premium list are 6 different things. Okay, I'm going to go through them again. So you get access to an alerts channel on Telegram. This is my candid thoughts on the market. I'll kind of tell you what I see in the market, sometimes what I'm doing there. You also get access to a private Telegram chat room. So if you're looking for a place to chat that's a little, it's not as noisy, higher quality discussions, this is your place. The next 2 things are a risk dashboard, which is what I use to trade, a Google Sheets strategy dashboard to help DCA out of the market dynamically for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then the last 2 things are a weekly premium report and a weekly premium video. So as 2019 and 2020 are kind of like the breakout year for the channel. As we move forward in the market cycle, we're going to have less public content and more premium content. So if you want to get grandfathered in at the lower price, this last month is your chance to do it before September 28th. So the last thing I want to talk about is this slower methodical move up. So let's look at the regression band. We talked before about getting back to our prior all-time high, late 2021, early 2022. This is where I would kind of see the Goldilocks zone of potentially getting back to our prior all-time high, noting that the last one, when we got to the prior all-time high, occurred within the regression band. Let's assume the same thing's going to happen again. It's going to take us another 14 months or so. Now, if that were to happen, we can extrapolate here, okay? If the price is currently 11.3, this is the BLX, so it only shows the closing, but you can see the price is currently 11.3. If the price is 11.3, and our goal, right, to get to our prior all-time high is 20K, and it's a slow, methodical move up like we've seen before, then on average, we're probably going to be increasing by approximately $600 per month for 14 months, right? Or 15 or 16, 17, 18 months, something like that. So the idea that we're just going to go up immediately for Bitcoin is not necessarily well-founded. Of course, we recognize bubbles can occur, right? Bubbles can occur in crypto, just like many people did not think that the 2019 bubble was going to occur. It's possible that Bitcoin fakes this out and then rallies up to 18K or something. People think it's going to 100K imminently, and then it doesn't, and it comes back down. Okay, always be on the lookout for this, but assuming that it's a more methodical move up for Bitcoin, right, to 20K from 11.3, we're looking at about $600 moving up per month for the rest of the time until we get there. Some months it might go up 1,000, some months it might drop by 1,000, but on average, we would expect it to start moving up. Now, the thing is, right, is if we don't hold the 20-week, if Bitcoin says, you know what, we're not holding the 20-week, and you see us come back down below the 20-week and maybe even down to the 200-week, then we still could be on course, right? I mean, and nothing really has changed. I would just consider this an opportunity. And if you're in the cryptocurrency space and you find yourself being the money that wants to sell your Bitcoin here and buy it up here, you need to really think about what your resolve is. Like, is this a smart thing? You need to shift your mind around, right, in terms of how you think about the market. You don't want to be the person that's always capitulating at the bottom and buying at the top. Switch it around, right? Wouldn't you rather be buying at the bottom and selling at the top? This is why we always say, if you look at the big picture, right, nothing has really changed. Bitcoin is still in its macro level accumulation range, right? You can see that, down here, right here, again right here, and now we're in the next one, right? This is the fourth one, so something like this. So it's just business as usual, right? Again, nothing has really changed. Let's stay focused. If we drop to the 20-week, we're going to be prepared for it. We're going to react accordingly if it holds it as support or if it breaks it. On the other hand, we recognize that there's a good chance we're just in another accumulation range, right? There's a good chance this is the case. And remember, during the last cycle, we saw plenty of times where we just moved sideways for sometimes up to half a year or so, okay, where we just moved sideways. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Business as usual. If you see things on sale, a lot of times it's not going to mean you need to immediately capitulate your position. But if you find yourself thinking that, then I would say reconsider the way you think about things. Of course, we recognize that we could go down. For me personally, I'm focused on accumulating my Bitcoin during the years of 2019, 2020, and the first half of 2021. And I want to get my Bitcoin for as cheap as possible, right? I want enough Bitcoin, right, so that I'm happy in 2022 and 2023, maybe even 2024, when I feel like the market's going to be much better off. Right now, still accumulation phase as far as I'm concerned, not financially advised. That's just what I'm doing. So let me know what you guys think. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Please give the video a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Also, remember to check out the Telegram channel and the premium list at intothecryptoverse.com. That will wrap it up for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.